we can develop a sampling distribution. Now, we know that when you have entire population, you can take a sample. Okay. Now, suppose that our population had the size of 4. Okay. And want to investigate a random variable x, which is defined as the age of the individuals. Okay. Now, suppose our population has, suppose this man is aged 18, the lady is aged 20, the other lady is aged 22, and the man is aged 24. Okay. Now, if we decide to pick a sample of just 2 individuals, how many can we choose? So we can choose A and B, we can choose B and C, we can choose C and D, but we can also choose A and D, we can choose A and D, C and D. So there are a lot of ways we can choose, and especially if we are sampling with replacement. Okay, suppose we get these 2 and we bring them back into the population and we are given an opportunity to pick 2 again. We could choose her and her. Okay. Now, suppose we're developing a sample, okay, of size n. N is 2. Then we have different ways of choosing that sample. But there's something that we can do with our population. This we already know how to do. From the 4 people that we have, okay, so from the 4, we can find the mean. We can also as well find the variance, the standard deviation. Okay, so we had 4, and how do we find the mean for 4 individuals? We get their ages, we add and divide by 4. Okay, so this is our mean. Okay, now how do we find the standard deviation? The standard deviation, we just know it's just the square root of the variance, and the variance is just taken by subtracting the mean from every xi. In this case, our xi's we have 18, 20, 21, 24. So we have 18 minus 21 squared plus 20 minus 21 squared plus 22 plus 21 squared, and all that with sum divided by n. What is our n? Our n is 4. Okay, and square root. This is our standard deviation. Okay, so we have those. Okay, now we can try and plot the observations that we have. We have 4 observations, and if we're going to get the probability of 1 over 4 of having 18, the person aged 18 is 1 over 4, which is just 0.5. Probability of picking an individual who is 22, who is aged 20, is 1 over 4, which is also 0.5. So actually you realize that all of these will have the same probability, because we just have 1 individual who is 18, 1 who is 20, 1 who is 22, and 1 who is 24. We see that we obtain a uniform distribution, which is just the same everywhere. So let's take note of our mean, 21. Our standard deviation is 2.236. And this is when we're using the population. Okay. Now, can we obtain the same if we decide to choose a sample? Okay. Now, suppose we want to have a sample size of 2. Okay. So our sample size of 2 individuals, what observations do we get? We can pick one who is 18, another who is 18. 18 and 20, 18 and 22, 18 and 24, and you go on. These are different ages for every two individuals that we pick at a time, because we're getting a sample size of 2. So notice here that we're sampling with replacement. That is why we're even able to pick one with 18, and in the second observation we pick another with 18 years. Now, what we are also seeing here is that if we're going to find the mean of this, it will be hard because we have 18 and 18, 18 and 20, 18 and 20. So how can we find the mean? What values are we going to add? Okay, so this brings us to our main concept. From these samples, we can find a mean. So this sample, we had 18 and 18. We can find the mean here, which is 18 plus 18 divided by 2. We get this 18. Okay. Then 18 plus 18 divided by 2. We get this 19. Okay. So 18 plus 22 divided by 2, we get a 20. And 18 plus 24 divided by 2, we get a 21. So we are finding the mean of this sample means. Okay. So we had, we're finding the mean of the samples. Yeah, that's correct. We're finding the mean of the samples. So we get the mean of the samples. This mean, the mean of 18 plus 18 divided by 2 is 18. We're dividing by 2 because we have just 2 observations there. We have 2 observations. So the mean of this is 18 plus 20 divided by 2. This is the 19. So what we have here are sample means. Okay, we had 16 observations, and from those 16 observations, we're able to get the mean of each and every observation. Okay, now there's something worth noticing. The means are actually different. We have 18, 20, 18, 19, 20, 21. We had also a 22 here. We have 23. We have 24. They are different. Now the question is, can we find an average of these sample means? Okay, because they are different, the answer is yes, we can. Okay, so let's see and find, we can find the mean of these sample means. Okay, but maybe before we go to that, we want to see the distribution of the sample means. So what do we notice? What we notice is that we have, how many have 18? 18 is just 1, so the probability is 1 over 16. So this is the one here, 0.6 or something below. Actually it's below 0.1. Okay, so, and what is the probability of obtaining a mean of 19? How many 19s do you have? Well, 1, 2. 2 divided by 16, this is the probability, just above 0.1. For 20, we have 3 of them. Okay, so these are the means. 3 divided by 16, all the total possible outcomes is 16. So these are the probabilities, and we see that it is that shape. Okay. So remember, from the population, we had something that was uniform. Okay. But we see that actually here, when we use the sample means, we have that distribution.